All right. Are you ready for some drunken Billy Connolly stories?
Absolutely.
Here's one on Conan we haven't seen, so
Oh.
this should be interesting. A drunken Conan. What do you do with a drunken sailor? Why are you nudging me?
I'm elbowing you.
Am I in your space?
No. I'm getting your attention.
Oh, okay. Hi, lovely.
You just look like your dad there for a second. Hello, lovely.
Lovely.
You just had
Okay.
the Winter Olympics. You are one of the most famous Scotsmen in the world.
I love his
I didn't see a lot of
pants.
Scots in the Olympics. I didn't. I watched, and that's one thing I was thinking about today. Pretty much everyone represented. Am I right about that? No Scots?
No, the British team had 4 Scottish guys, the curling team.
The curl. I didn't watch the
The
curling.
best sport in the world.
What do you the best sport in the
The
world?
best sport in the world.
Really?
At last, housework has become Olympic.
They took a common chore
Yeah.
and they made it
They were
Olympic.
going to do it with vacuum cleaners, and they changed their mind. It's extraordinary. But the trouble with it is that they've given it to young people, and they're all wearing spandex and nylon and all that. Curling is supposed to be played by drunk people wearing tweed.
Yes. It looks like that kind of sport.
Woolly hats.
Woolly hats, and you should have had a few pints, and then you should go out and
A lot
start.
of drunk people on the ice. Way! Shouting, "Whoa." I went to a meeting, a gathering called a Bonspiel in 1979. It was 700 curlers on a lake.
Yeah.
It was bedlam. The noise was unbelievable.
So just-
Way!
so-
They hadn't marked
That
out
would've
the
been
lanes
awesome.
or anything. They just people getting knocked over like 9 times.
So they hadn't actually, there was no real, like, you couldn't even possibly play in those conditions.
Absolutely. People singing, getting drunk. It was wonderful. It's like,
That's what you think the Olympics should
that's
be,
what I
isn't
call
it?
a sport.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
yes.
sport.
And
Now,
how come they can have Winter
Yep.
Olympics without a snowball fight?
you think that's how it should end, a
Or the
snowball?
building of a snowman. It's good sport.
They should make it more fun like that.
Absolutely.
They should take the piss out of it a little bit. You
The
know what I mean?
luge, the luge doubles was very interesting.
Did you like that?
Yeah, people lying on top of each other. I thought that was amazing.
You like that, huh?
Oh, yeah. And you can't lift your head because you slow down. The guy's going, "What are you doing, dude?" It's the change in my pocket. Yeah, right.
Now, speaking of drinking, you've been sober for a while now. What?
30 years.
How many years?
30.
30 years you've been sober. What is it?
And
What
it's
is it?
been hell.
What is it that caused you? What was the event that caused you, if I'm not being too personal, to stop drinking?
Well, there were many reasons, but the main one was that dawned on me that alcohol doesn't make you clever. One night, I was drinking with a friend of mine, Peter McDougall, a writer, and I left his house blitzed.
Right.
And I went to phone home to my wife, and I get into one of those British telephone boxes. You know, those red ones with windows?
Yeah.
And I made my phone. Then I realized I couldn't get out.
You couldn't figure
I
out.
couldn't figure it out. You know,
Yeah.
there was nothing wrong with the box. The door was working fine. I mean, the telephone's on one of the walls. That cuts it down to 3.
Oh, God.
And it's hardly Hampton Court maze.
Yeah. So, what did you do?
I phoned my manager.
Yeah.
And I ran out of money. I said, "Hey, Steve, I'm stuck. Where are you?" I said, "I'm at doot, 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 doot." And he found me. He just went,
He went and looked at every phone booth he could
yeah,
find.
unless I was on a street called doot, doot, doot. He went to all my usual haunts and he
Yeah.
found me.
And he just opened the door for you?
Smelling of urine. I hadn't peed, but a lot of people pee in those boxes.
It wasn't even your urine. That's the worst.
Nothing worse than smelling of someone else.
Yes!
That's gross. Oh, my God. That's
a good
funny.
story.
That's funny. Yeah.
That's a good story, yeah.
That was like the one time Brad went down to the park to walk the dogs, and it was cold out, and the dogs were barking at the fucking Johnny on the spot, which is like a portable urinal,
Yeah.
toilet, whatever. There was some guy sleeping in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was like, The dogs knew he was
minus
in there, obviously.
minus 20 degrees Celsius.
How was the guy fucking sleeping in there?
And there was a guy passed out in there, and I'm like, okay, it's locked, so somebody's obviously in there. And so I knocked on the door a couple times, and I said, hey. And then all I hear about 20 seconds later, yeah.
It's like,
I
dude,
said,
you're freezing.
Are you okay in there? Oh yeah, I'm fine. And I was kind of worried that maybe he was freezing to death, but
I was like,
I said, "You sure it's pretty cold out?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm good.
I wonder how long he was actually out there
I don't
for.
know,
Fuck.
but he'd stumbled down from one of the pubs,
Trying
and,
to explain that to your wife.
yeah, and he passed out in the outside portable pisser,
Potty
a portable pisser.
at minus 20
Yeah,
degrees.
that's not a good idea. And there's not enough shite down in that hole to keep you warm.
Yeah, probably saved his life.
Maybe.
It could be.
Well, the dogs did initially because they were all walking around trying to look. And this was like, 4:30 in the morning. So.
Yeah. Anyways, just kind of made me think of that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's funny. That's our drunk story.
No,
Never caused me to stop drinking though.
because it wasn't your issue.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Anyhow, that was good.
That
Billy.
That's funny.
Billy Connolly.
Oh my god.
I love him.
Yeah, he's a good storyteller.
We'll do some more, definitely, of Billy. And
I love his pants.
yeah,
No.
I heard he's got Parkinson's now or something. So he's
Oh, does he? Oh, my
he's
grandpa had that.
down in Florida. But I like listening to him. Even like here, he's older, obviously, but he's like one of those fellas you could just listen to forever tell stories.
No.
I would just sit there and for hours and listen to him tell stories. So
He'd make a good grandpa.
yeah, very good grandpa. Grandpa Billy. All
Maybe
right.
not for the wee kids.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I think
Maybe.
it'd be entertaining. See where he'd lead them. All right. We'll talk to you soon.